And we are back. Another outstanding live in-person episode. Square Table Degenerates. I am your outstanding host here with the, I must say, delicious edibles, your pumpkin cheesecake, brownies, cookies, whatever you want to call them. But that's not the attraction. The main attraction over here is Mr. Patrick Madison, comedian. How you doing today, sir?
I'm good, Joe. How are you doing?
Not bad, man. So you're right smack in the middle of the Double Chuckle Tour, right? Right smack in the middle of it. Like you had like a year and a half on this side, and a year and a half on this side. You're right smack in the fucking middle of that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. So what? Let me ask you off the rip before we go way back in your background. What cities was supposed to happen? What was you don't have to get personal if you like somebody caught on fire, you don't have to say that. But what happened with the original dates this weekend?
Oh, I had some shows out in Altoona, Pennsylvania, and Indiana, Pennsylvania, and ticket sales for it sucked, and so the show got canceled.
Okay.
I don't think the ticket sales sucked that bad. I would say that the person I was dealing with was getting pre-show jitters, and
was it a place that doesn't do shows normally, maybe?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, she changed her mind about the comedy show a week before the comedy show and kind of left me screwed, to be honest with you.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
Now, do you we'll get this. I'm trying to think of questions, but I didn't really write down like a bunch of formal questions. Because if you guys got any questions for Patrick, I gotta look up here, remember your name because I'm fucking big. I'm just kidding. Now you go by. I looked at literature because I always like calling people what they go by. You go by Patrick. You go by Patty Eyes, Pat. They don't know the Pat Bulger. And we call them all three. I call them everything. You go by Patrick most of the time, right?
Yes.
Are you named after like an uncle or a grandpa or
my dad? Your
dad's Patrick. Are you guys, so is it senior, junior, or is you guys got different middle names? What's up with
different middle names? Yeah.
Okay. I'm named after my grandfather, and then my son's named after my dad. Okay. Not exactly. Like they got different middle names. I got the same exact name as my grandfather. I wanted to call my son James Anthony, but the wife didn't want Anthony to be the middle name. I would have named him Anton as the middle name because that's the original name going back to the old country.
Yeah.
Czechoslovakia, whatever the fuck it's called. Czechoslovakia, Bohemia, shit like that.
Oh, right on.
Oh, yeah. So welcome to the show, bro. Welcome out here, man. What's, you had to drive, are you an east sider or south sider? Where you come from?
Came from Akron.
Akron. Jesus. Yeah. Fuck, I didn't go all the way out there. Fuck, we could have met in like Garfield Heights. I'm just kidding. I don't want to go out there, but
yeah, it's an option.
No, I'm just playing. But welcome, dude. Welcome. Fuck. I'm trying to think of the last time I've been to Akron. For a Clevelander, this is weird to say about Akron. There's not much to do in Akron that we can't do in Cleveland, so we don't go to Akron too much. There's that. I know what it was. It was the E.J. Thomas Music Hall. That's at the university, though. I think.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. That's a nice place.
Me and my daughter saw because we got there's a service called Vet Tix, and you can get tickets to all. If you're a vet, and they have the same thing for like first responders called First Tix. Yeah. Basically, if they have too many tickets, they can just donate it. Just basically a ticket dump, make it look like people there. Or if they want to, do a good cause. Hey, 20 tickets go to the first responder. So we did that. It was for Chubby Checker playing down there. Old, too. He's 85 years old. He's still out there killing it.
Did he kill it? Was it good?
Yeah, it was good, man. I mean, I'm not saying that. I can't fucking talk today, Patrick. Can't fucking talk. It's a beautiful Friday. I haven't even looked at the chat.
Yeah.
Welcome to all the lovely people in the chat. Daniel Barry, Funk Uncle John, Captain Baptist. He's named after a letter name like Jimmy C. Everybody else. Angie's named after Angie Dickinson. The what was I talking about?
Seeing Chubby Checker at E.J. Thomas.
Yeah, we're talking about that. And then so it's not much. I go to Akron. So, I mean, it was fuck. Oh no, I got performing in the 80s. Yeah, I want the option to be able to perform in my 80s. I don't want to have to be mandatory though.
Oh yeah, for sure, dude.
You know what I mean? I doubt. Unless who knows? I said last year, there's nothing more secure than a government job, and here we are. But it's so I doubt I'll need to work in my 80s. But you never know. But yeah, it'd be cool to be able to just we'll do a show and then fucking Joey Edwell shows up and yaps for 15 minutes and fucking just kill it. But our craft is just talking though. It's not like playing an instrument. It's it's the hardest, dude. Stand-up comedy is the hardest art form, bro. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Right. I know everybody says that about their art form, but I mean, if you break it down, you're up there basically up there telling you're smarter than these people. You're smarter than the audience, and you're just talking to them. It's not easy. It's not easy. All right, so let's start. Go back, man. Where you from? Where are you from? You from Akron? You from Ohio?
Yes, I'm from Akron, yeah.
Okay, so you're born in Akron there?
Yeah, I was born in Ravenna.
Ravenna. Okay, okay. What you're a guy, so we can talk ages. How old are you?
I'm 43.
43. So I'm 48. So you're 5 years. You're about my brother's age. So class of 2000, 2001, something like that?
Yes, class of 2000.
2000. Okay, that's exactly yours from my brother. Here's your class of 2000. What did you go to high school in? What high school did you go to?
Canal Fulton at a Northwest High School.
Oh, okay, Canal Fulton. Do you might know my buddy Johnny Nettle went to Canal Fulton.
Oh, I know that last name.
You know Nettle?
I know that last name.
Dude, I was in the garden. He's a party animal, bro. Johnny Bongwater.
Yeah.
Dude, I got to pull up this video. Now he might still be in the guard, but this is on my old
Johnny
channel.
Bongwater, that's funny.
Well, his name's Nettle, but he was back at Bowling Green. He drank the water out of a bong, so they called him Johnny Bongwater. And I have a short of him doing a shot. Here, I'll show you. I can even pull it up. I don't want to show the people. It's really loud, so I'm going to have to mute it when it comes up. But it's so if you would recognize, he's not like super tall. He's like about 5'5", 5'6" or something like that. But here we go. This guy right here. That's the guy I know from the guard. He went to Canal Fulton, I think. That's a hard one to see. I have to get a picture of him.
Johnny Bongwater doing a shot of Jaeger. It's just him doing a shot of Jaeger.
Yeah, dude, that's my old account from fucking 17 years ago. You can't get to that. Oh, lovely, Allie. How you doing? And we're not even gonna. Allie's from Ireland. And,
Yeah.
Yeah, and she has and Allie's a common sense. I know she doesn't want Conor McGregor for anything over in Ireland. It's horrible. All right, we got a question from Angie. From Angie, it's awesome. Thanks for chiming in, lovely Angie. She wants to know what inspired you to become a comic. I'll piggyback on that question with the previous question. What is stand up your first foray into the arts? Or did you have other, were you like any kind of dancer, any kind of singer, anything like that? Or did you jump right into comedy? What time frame are we talking to? Well, then we'll start there and then we'll go backwards.
I DJ'd before I did comedy.
Okay.
There's a gap in between though, but like when I was like 16 years old, I got into like raves and stuff like that, and I got into techno music real heavy, and I bought turntables and I DJ'd and I tried to perform at raves and put on my own raves. So that was my first like public entertainer type of thing. That was tough. That was different from being a comedian.
Well,
it didn't last very long.
It's so funny with the DJs, Patrick, because it's like I see, I'll see every now and then I'll get recommended DJ videos and some channel, and then they'll talk about what they get, and they'll say, "Oh yeah, I got $1,500. I should have asked more." It's like I'm sitting here thinking to myself, $1,500 to have some guy. I could buy the entire system for $1,500.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So it's like I don't know. I mean, at least I don't know.
I think $1,500 would be a ton of money to get paid to DJ, honestly.
Right. Well,
I never made that much money.
Well, say you've done a lot of this now, and say you were to DJ right now. It's like, hey, man, I need to DJ me in a party. You got to bring I have nothing. I got a speaker system, and that's it. You got to plug in all your shit to the speaker system. What are you talking? You probably charge by the hour, right? $100 an hour or something like that?
I haven't DJ'd. I DJ'd like techno music, like rave shit, like type shit. Yeah, I wouldn't even know what that's all about now. Like wedding DJ shit like that. I don't know.
All right, so you were
I'm just giving that example of some art form that I did publicly before comedy, but there's, I did that when I was like 16, 17, 18, 19 years old. And then I didn't start comedy until I was like in my 30s sometime.
Okay, so you were down in Canal. Where did you go to college after high school?
At National Institute of Technology in Cuyahoga Falls. It's a small tech school. It's not there anymore. Now it's called Fortis or something like that, I think. But yeah, it's just a little tech school. It only took a year and a half to get like a 2-year.
So, I've heard of that somehow. I don't know how. I went to another speaking of schools that don't exist. It was in the city of Cleveland. It was called West Side Institute of Technology.
Okay.
It was like a heating and air conditioning thing.
HVAC certification. Yeah.
That's similar to that kind of thing. Was it a for-profit school?
It was probably. It wasn't. I feel like getting an HVAC certification would be a pretty good thing. It wasn't like it had like electronics classes like that, where you could be a certified electrician and stuff like that. But mine was for computer information sciences, and that was more just like an associate's degree.
Okay. That was my bachelor's, was computer information systems.
Oh, right on.
Kent State. I never really used. I mean, I used the degree in terms of like to get interviewer here for a government job, but I haven't I've never been in an IT shop. For example.
I did for like a couple weeks and then got fired because of poor attendance to the job. But I mean, mostly my degree has helped me leverage just getting interviews and help me be competitive.
Yeah.
I think that's the more valuable aspect of it was really that like I could beat somebody for getting the interview because I had better background.
That's funny. You talk about for random reasons you get fired. I should ask that question. Now that I think about it, like random questions I'm asking celebs and shit. What's the most regretful reason you've ever been fired from a job? But that was, I had that job with the HVAC. I ended up getting a job out in Shaker Heights at the Cleveland Skating Club, it was called. And I was driving a Zamboni and all this, and they didn't, it was before I got my glasses. And I only had glasses for like maybe 8-9 years or so. Then I had the laser surgery, and that was back in 07. I've been able to see perfect ever since. But there was a period there I had glasses, but there was a period there where I just faked it. And so I was all over the ice. He's like, yeah, I got to let you go. And that was probably 98. And then after that, what did I do after that? I think that's when I went to college. I went to Kent. Security guard. I was in the air guard the whole time, the service. The guard. We still got to the point of you being it. So we'll do it chronologically. You know how it is, Angie. We're just rocking around. So you go to that. So what was your, if you had to have some, even to this day, you probably still have a job, but like, did you have some kind of main job in between there? Like, for 8 years, I worked for Progressive as a claims adjuster, some shit like that. You know what I mean?
I mean, I'm an insurance agent, so close.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm an insurance agent, and I still do that because I can do it from my cell phone. I can do it on the road, so there's no reason to not be an insurance agent, But yeah. So that helped. Being an insurance agent helped with comedy because I can go on the road and I can do whatever, and I don't have to make a ton of money.
Right.
But I don't have to stop working. I'm like still working full time no matter where I'm at.
So are you working? So you're teleworking basically, right? Are you doing like cold calls? What kind of insurance are you?
I'm just a broker. I have clients. I have an existing book of business.
Oh, okay. So they just every day you just got a list of shit you got to knock out, and you just email and do this whatever.
I used to do that kind of stuff, but now I just have a bunch of people who have bought insurance off me, who I make commissions off of.
Okay.
And then like they refer people, and a new person might call me, and then I sign them up or not.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't like aggressively like look for new clients. Like I used to do shit like that.
They can get tiresome, right? Fuck.
Yes.
My goodness, dude. There's no like I saw my buddy's kid, Daryl. He does that. It's this company called AIL, American something Life. But I don't know what they provide some kind of service. It was kind of like an Aflac thing the way they described it, but I mean just the way they do it. I mean they just.
Yeah, that's brutal.
So I used to do take your phone out and call everybody on your phone, ask them what the fuck
everyone try to sell dog shit to your family members,
right?
Put them into it and do all this to make these trifling commissions, and people cancel the plan and you have to pay the money back. It's horrible. That is not what I do. That is not
right. Fuck all that shit.
I sell private union plans to rich people in New York. Yeah, they call me. I don't call them.
Fuck that shit, dude. Fuck that. Sorry to berate anybody. If Brittany wants to write his, I will say that. I mean, I guess I have that under my belt. Brittany says I want to write his Zamboni. I dig it, so I get to do the Zamboni there for a little bit.
What is a Zamboni?
The ice resurfacer.
They called it Zamboni.
Yeah, it's the company that makes it called the Zamboni. Name. Yeah. There's only like 2 different companies to make those ice resurfacers. The Olympic company. Now keep in mind my knowledge of the subject might be dated. This is as of the year 2000. But the Zamboni company and the Olympic company, I believe, are the only companies that made the ice resurfacing machines. It was fun. So basically, you gotta, or you go around the ice and you're doing a pattern. You're basically taking the old ice up that was skated on, and then just dropping down water so that water could freeze and create a fresh sheet of ice. So you're going down. You gotta kind of eyeball how much ice is down. So if like the skates are torn up a foot, you gotta maybe crank your thing down 2-3 times. And you just drive it up, and as you're shaving up the old ice, there's a spray right here, a little rubber thing. And it just drops the hot water or whatever water. I don't know if it's hot, but it just drops it as you go. So as it's shaving, it's coming up in the back. So you basically go around the outside once, and you circle in. So it's kind of fun. I mean, I could do it now probably a lot better than I could back then, because back then I was 20 and I was drinking all the time, and I couldn't see shit, and I didn't really care. At the end of the day, I mean, what was I gonna fucking you know, resurfaced Zamboni ice my whole life. It was probably for the better.
Right. Yeah.
You know, I mean, I just went to, I don't even know why I went to school, to be honest with you. I'm not a blue collar guy. I've always been an office guy. My entire life I've been an office guy. Even when I was in the service, I always had office jobs. I always found a way to get behind a desk. Never liked going out there and doing manual work. I don't mind, like, hey, you do this, do that, but like, I don't have that spatial brain. Like, as you can see, I got boxes everywhere. I don't have the, oh, this goes here, here. I just, do shit and stuff's in front of me, That's like comedy's good for me. You stand up comedy, there's no rules.
Right.
I can just literally do whatever. People say, I can't talk about it. You can sure talk about whatever the fuck you want.
Right.
You just got to be responsible for it at the end of the day. And if people aren't laughing, then you probably don't want to talk about that subject.
Right.
But that brings us full circle to, so you're in your 30s. What are you doing at the time? So let's see, this is putting you in 2010, 2012, somewhere around there. What are you doing that brings you into comedy? How did you have friends that did it? What was your deal?
Oh, I mean, I don't know. I just got inspired by watching like Dave Chappelle's Netflix, Louis C.K., Bill Burr, like just watching the greats and wanting to try it. I've always been a funny person. I've always like made my friends laugh and stuff like that. And they would be like, you should try comedy. You should do comedy. And then I just looked up Funny Stop, actually, called Funny Stop up, and they said they had an amateur night. And I went in there and tried it. Pete, the owner, rest in peace, Pete, insisted you bring 5 people back then. It's a bringer.
I remember the bringers. Fuck.
I have the bringer night. You have to bring 5 people. So it's like, you bring 5 people and you can go up. So I brought my whole fucking family, of course, like most comics who've never done comedy before. I didn't have a bad night, but it was my first time doing comedy. So it was amateur night, and they're always generous when it's your first night. Anyway, though, I didn't come back for years because I didn't think they would let me go up again if I didn't have 5 people. I thought I'd have to like wait another month, sign up, wait another month, have my family come. They're never going to come again. I remember wondering to myself, like, how do people get famous? Oh, you must have to do it when you're in high school, when you have a bunch of friends and you can bring them every week. Like, I was like, how do you ever practice enough to get between like amateur night and Netflix special if you don't have people to bring with you every week to the club?
Fuck, I never
any open mics or anything like that until almost 10 years later.
That's the beauty of up in Cleveland is that, I mean, down there, I mean, you guys there's a couple down there, but like, Gramercy comes to mind. I think that was one that was in Akron. That's what I'm saying. I never really go to Akron much. I've been to the Funny Stop. My only Funny Stop story is I went down there I've been down there a couple times just for like when John Brown had his opening thing, or when he did his debut as a headliner. I went down there probably 2-3 times, but it was he had like a no swearing policy.
Yes.
What the fuck, man? I was 2 seconds in. I'm sure I said something. So I didn't even.
He yelled at you?
I think so, or I just didn't.
I mean, I got yelled at a ton of times.
I didn't go to the next phase. Whatever. I mean, I wasn't. And rest in peace, Pete. But I don't do the. And I've been adamant about that. And you can see you've talked to me for 18 minutes and 13 seconds. I don't swear all the time, but I want the option to swear if I need to. You know what I mean?
Right.
And just the having an arbitrary policy, it just doesn't vibe with me. So that whole kind of thing was never going to work. And like you said, back then you had the bringers. The bringer shows were death. And you bring people who know all your comedy all the time. Probably aren't going to laugh at your shit because they've already heard your jokes. It's a horrible fucking idea. But it was just numbers in the seats. And to an extent, they still kind of do oh, Jesus.
Yeah. I mean, that's the game all the way from top to bottom, dude. Like Chappelle puts numbers in the seats. It's always the game is putting numbers in the seats. With bringer shows, that's for, if you've never done comedy before, that's the only time that ever works. It doesn't work if you're trying to do comedy every single day or every single week, even, you can't bring 5 people every single week. It only works if it's like the first or second time you've ever done comedy. After that, it has to be, that shit gets shook.
Oh, 100%. Because when you're first doing it, everybody wants to see you either have a good time with it or fall on your ass. It's a
novelty.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I do comedy like 6 days a week, usually at least. And I can't, how the fuck would you ever bring people 6 days a week? That's preposterous, dude.
Right. Well, I mean, that's why, I quit sharing shows on Facebook. I quit. I share it one time once I get the confirmation somebody's coming over. Other than that, I'm not gonna bombard people with, oh yeah, don't forget.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, people, they're following me. If I'm friends with them on Facebook, they're used to my style posting of. I'm not a sales pitch guy. I'm just a guy who, says shit, and then that's what it is. And I try to have fun with it and not have agendas and shit. and that's refreshing, hopefully. And if I start in with constant, that's why I don't do many fundraisers. I don't do my, I just don't. Not that there isn't a place for those things. Not that I won't do those kind of things, but like if I did that all the time, I mean, for one, I just don't have the kind of time and energy in personal life. But like people just get tired with that shit. They do, the same. You're posting the same 5 flyers, the same 8 people. What are we gonna do? It's you just might as well just go over and just sit on the couch and tell me jokes. At that point,
right.
And it's in a lot of comics, just be friends with other comics and stuff. It's like, and that's the hardest part. That always be the hardest part of comedy is promotion. I mean, by far.
Yeah, it's definitely tough. Yeah.
I mean, anybody and their grandmother can be funny. I mean, I know a lot of funny people, but they could be funny in the barn. They don't have the personal skills of nothing.
Right.
A lot of comics, especially, are fucking just. Hey, if anybody wants a super chat, I will smash this fucking thing, and that is chock full of. He's not gonna eat it because he's not a weed guy. That's chock full of fucking weed delicious.
I'll tell you what, I am a dessert guy, and that thing looks fucking amazing, dude. I've been sitting here thinking, like, if I handle a bite of this just to try this thing. What is this? It's like some kind of marshmallow?
Pumpkin cheesecake.
Cheesecake. Holy. Yeah. Dude. I thought that was like a. Damn it, my memory's getting so bad, dude. I don't even need weed for my memory to go.
Dude, my memory's shot sometimes.
Meringue. I thought that was like meringue on the top. Man.
No, that's a cheesecake part. It's fucking amazing. I
wish you had some of that without pot in it, dude.
I know I should have, but you know how it is.
Mash on that thing. Did somebody make it? You know who made this?
This is you got to get it at I think it's a Walmart. It was either the Walmart or that one store.
Well, the Walmart doesn't put THC in it, though.
No, I just made I made the weed butter myself.
Oh, you made the butter yourself?
Yeah.
You just put it into something that you make? Oh, that's awesome.
That's how I do it. Yeah, everything I get.
Fucking Betty Crocker.
And that's why it's a lot of it is from Betty Crocker. It's funny. But like, yeah, people, I could go into recipes and shit, but like I literally just buy the stuff from the store. Either the Dollar General, Dollar Tree, or Drug Mart, Walmart, with local stores. I never go beyond a mile of the house typically. And if there's something that has to have butter in it,
right?
If it has butter in the recipe on the box, I just follow the recipe on the box and make that shit.
Yeah.
All the time, it's chocolate chip cookies, brownies. I make brownies every now and then. I mean, it's just, and that's what people. Then my daughter, Nikki, she goes, I hate when you make some of those things because like I made the s'mores brownie the one time. They really did look really good. So I felt bad for her that, she didn't have.
She couldn't eat them. How old is she?
She's 16. She's gonna be 16. I mean, I wouldn't mind if she ate them, but they get drug tested supposedly at the holy name. So I'm getting hot. I'm gonna turn on this heat. I don't know if you're hot as well, brother. I would say you're hot like sexy. I mean, you are sexy, but
you can turn it off.
Just getting a little ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's getting a little warm up in this motherfucker, bro.
Do you mind blowing out this candle?
Oh yeah, it's getting a little overpowering here.
Yeah, dude. I'm sensitive to that.
Oh, you're fine, brother.
Thank you.
You are fine. Yeah, I just didn't want it to completely smell like too much weed. You know how that shit goes.
Yeah, it's fine.
All right.
Gummies here. What do you got?
That's flour. That's flour.
Once in a while. Oh, this is flour.
Yeah, it's flour. Gummies are right here. These are the gummies. I'll show you what a gummy looks like.
I have some gummies in my car still, dude. Sometimes I go through phases.
These are the gummies in here.
Oh, this smells fucking wild.
Cotton candy gummies.
Man, dude, I love candy and I love sugar.
Take a look at those. The cotton candy one. I'll do one while they're out.
10 by 20. Oh, 20s. These are
20
tough.
piece. They're good. Oh, let me check on the chat. Let me check some of the chat. Sorry, blokes.
It smells delicious, dude.
As they say, I've been missing some of the chat here.
You got these in Ohio?
No, hell no. I go to Michigan. Fuck Ohio.
Yeah, they tax your ass in Ohio, man.
Nobody in the grandmother's going to Ohio. All right, who did I miss? Vanessa Kitty, welcome. Sorry if I missed. I'm going to go back from all the beginning, catch up on hellos.
How many people are in here?
As of now, 9. We've been as high as like 13, 14, I think.
Follow my Instagram at Patrick Madison Comedy or TikTok at Patrick Madison Comedy.
Yeah, go to Patrick Madison Comedy TikTok. No,
no, I don't have a website.
All right,
Instagram.
A lot of you guys are mods. Some of these, I don't have TikTok. Some of these go to TikTok and type in Patrick Madison Comedy and then drop his link. And do the same for his IG too. Josh, Ellie, I said hi, Ellie. Brittany, what's up, baby? How you doing? Oh, Lep, what's poppin', Lep? Lep's a good dude, man. I like Lep. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Angie asked another question. This is good. What comedian, alive or dead, most inspires you? I guess it depends how he died, how funny it looks, how funny the death was.
Right.
Right.
No, I'm a big fan of Jerry Seinfeld right now, actually. He's kind of the GOAT for me right now.
Once done,
He brought, yeah, dude. I mean, he made like stand-up comedy like a household thing, man.
Seinfeld's great. I remember Seinfeld in the fuck. You go back to Carson, dude. Actually, I used to watch Carson when I was little. Fuck, he tore the house down.
Yes, he did, man. He made like stand-up comedy clubs, like a household thing. He has so much amazing advice and insight on stand-up comedy. He writes his ass off. I respect him a lot. He's inspired me. My mom was a big Jerry Seinfeld fan. So like growing up, my mom would be watching Seinfeld and she'd be laughing to Seinfeld. And then I'd be like, man, I want to be that funny. I want to have that effect on people.
Oh yeah. I've had a couple people from Seinfeld on the show. Not the main cast.
Did you have amazing guests on the show? Dude, I looked you up yesterday after you asked me to be on it, and you had Andy Dick on. How the fuck did you get Andy Dick on your show?
Emailed him.
Fucking send an email out. You're like, yo, dude, what are you doing? Like,
yeah, and it was quite a bit because he was supposed to be on the one time and he didn't show. And then so I called his agent. God, I can't remember the guy's fucking name now, but I was talking to him or just emailing him. He said, I can't get a hold of him. Here's his number. So I was like, all right. So I called him. I was like,
when called Andy Dick on his cell phone?
I still got his number right here. If you want to call that motherfucker, he'll answer it. He will answer the guy's John right there in the chat. Phone, Uncle John. We were on his show because I always go live at 5:30 on Friday, and we were on John's show. I don't think it was a Friday. It might have been a Tuesday. It was on a random day because it was just all coming together like this. Because I was like, let's just fucking do it. Let's go for it. Let's call. And we called, and he had like 10 minutes, and we were literally just talking to him live like this, where he was on the phone. And I was just up here, and he was like, yeah, I'm going to the house now, and this and that, and fucking just gave him the link and just fucking. And chat, and it just fucking popped. And it popped. The Andy Dick interview was great because like he a lot of people, he comes up to you, you know, he's just gonna berate you. Yeah, dickless faggot, just stupid shit, you know, stuff that whatever. Stuff doesn't make sense. He comes, your wife cheated. Oh yeah, because you know my wife, Andy Dick, sure. So regardless, so basically I just completely blew off his attacks, which I don't think nobody really does. They don't. And I actually got like the questions that were asked in the chat were actually answered, which I was pretty fucking slick on. I was impressed with that. Because a lot of the interviews I watched, nobody really got that point through them. They just were offended by it. Now, is the guy a human piece of trash? That's subjective. I don't know. It's not for me to judge. I'm not the judge.
Why would you say that? I don't think he's a human piece. Is he a piece?
Oh, yeah, he's not a good person. He's not a good
Yeah, what has he got in trouble for something recently?
Oh, all kinds of sexual assault.
Me Too shit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, no, he's just not. Yeah, I mean, he's just that guy who's never been. I don't know, man. He just like he was really famous at one time. He just came and still rides on that. And there's still a little bit of famous city. You could strip off that fucking pumpkin. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So until that corn cob is completely bare of all them famous kernels, he's gonna still ride that. And then the day after that, he'll probably just die.
He's pretty famous. I mean, like everybody knows.
Oh, dude, he worked with fucking Joe Rogan on news radio, and then going to road trip and everything else. I mean, he was top of the food chain, man. He was legit, dude.
Yeah. He got kicked off of a late night show for being handsy with Ivanka Trump, wasn't it? Was it Ivanka?
Oh, dude, he was saying some shit. I should go back and see all the guys. He was saying some shit about Paris Hilton when I had him up, but I don't want to slander Paris Hilton. That's why I never
Andy
did.
was talking shit about Paris Hilton.
Oh yeah. That whole hour.
Bro, don't fuck this up for me.
That whole hour and 20 minutes, probably I would say a good 20 minutes of it is clippable to where but a lot of it's like scandalous. Like I'm not gonna clip. I'm not out here to ruin careers. That guy wants to ruin his own career. That's fine. He was the one who said all that shit. I don't give a fuck about that. But I'm not out here. I'm out here to have fun. My people know. My lovely 15 beautiful people know that are watching. Know that I'm just here to have a good time. Here to get high. Here to have fun.
How long have you been doing this podcast?
I've been doing this since we started in May 2019.
Okay.
This table folds up. It's originally we called it Square Table Generous because it's a square table. There was 4 guys. It was me, Don Shear, if you've ever met Don Shear.
Yeah.
Really big fat guy. I had to say that because I fuck with him. He's a nice guy. He's still fat though. And my buddy Tom from work and my buddy Pat Bolger. And we were just sitting around the table and we talk about just random shit. The first episode was the death pool. Second episode, we talk about like food or just random shit, you know. And it was still evolving. At the end of the day, it turned into a show of 4 guys sitting around a table talking about events of the day, which is pretty much every show ever of all time. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I had friends and family who were watching. You know, you get up to 5, 6, 7 people. You know, and I did some stand-up mics before that. You know, that's why I decided to like take it digital. And then once the lockdown started, I had the bright idea to start reaching out to celebs, and I just William Hung from American Idol was the first one. She banged. I just
Yeah.
DM'd them. It was April 2020.
You've had crazy celebrities on this pod, dude. It's wild.
Dude, I would challenge. I mean, there's nobody in my follower account has had better guests in terms of that. But there's been some bangers, man. I mean, Tommy Chong, fucking Jake the Snake Roberts, Mindy Sterling. I mean, there's been over 100, probably 200 at this point, dude. There's been quite a bit. I mean, I try to get somebody every week. Not every week it works, though. Because a lot of times, like, dude, just the other day, I was fucking messaging Kurt Schilling from the Steelers or from the Phillies. And they said, yeah, I'd be honored to do the show. And then I was like, oh, can you do it this time? And they just, like, didn't answer. And I get so many of those. I get a lot of that. I get a lot of people saying, hey, I'll do it. And then I'll say, hey, what time are you available? And then for some reason, right there, it just dies on the vine. There's no excuse, no nothing. Like, oh, yeah, it's not a good fit. No, oh, yeah, I can't do this. I got a new baby in the house. It just dies on the vine, man. It's ridiculous. So your first one was done. So you didn't do it. So you did one mic and you didn't do another mic for a couple of years after that?
Yeah, for years. It was like 5 or 6 years probably.
Okay, so when did you get back into it? Was it post or pre-pandemic?
Pre-pandemic.
Okay, so we're talking 18, 17, what
yeah,
we're talking here?
Like 17, 18, yeah.
Okay. Are you going mainly down in Akron? Did you ever get up to Lakewood? What you do?
Oh, of course I got it. I mean, yeah. I mean, it started at, Funny Stop. And I did Funny Stop Comedy Club for like a year before I even got on Facebook and learned that there was other open mics. I would just do Funny Stop once a fucking week. And that was all the practice I got. I say that's why it took me as long as it did to get cooking, because you got to practice a lot to get good at comedy. And I was only doing it once a week for 5 minutes at Funny Stop. I wasn't getting, and then, so like 6 or 8 months into it, then I learned about like other places. Like I would go up to Lakewood. There was a couple places. There was an LVT up there, like with Village Tavern. And then there's a place I don't remember, the guy who's not in comedy anymore. Meet some of those guys up there. And TikTok Tavern, I would go up to do TikTok, of course. Like that was fun.
I was in the crowd for TikTok once. I never did the TikTok.
It's awful. It was awful.
Yeah, it was a shitty room. It was a shit room. It was a horrible room.
Full of comics, no one laughing, no one funny, just a bunch of open micers doing a terrible job.
There's a lot of people out there who just got these fucking egos. I don't know where you're coming from. It's like, dude, you're in Cleveland.
Yeah, I don't know why either, to be honest with you. Like 98% of the people that you meet in comedy aren't even trying to get further than the open mics. So it's funny that they even...
Right, I get it. Everybody thinks you're going to... Well, we're a viral moment culture. Everybody thinks you're just going to grab my guy. You know what? Sucks about society today. And then they're going to put it on fucking TikTok and email people are going to follow them. People don't realize. I mean, a good example of this is Matt Rife. Say what you want about Matt Rife as a comic. We can get into some of that later. But like, I'm just using him as an example. But like, the timing is perfect. But he also was doing stupid shows like Set It Off. What the fuck was that show on the MTV where they the red team and the black team?
Yeah, he did. Wildin' Out.
That
would be an amazing opportunity for a comedian to get on Wildin' Out, dude. That would be huge. Matt Rife worked his ass off to get where he's at.
Hustled. He took that weird ego turn that I don't like. I don't like the comics that have the ego to where they think that like everything is just got. They get the guy complex in them. They do, and I think Rife has that. I think that because it was out of nowhere. There was that push out of nowhere. Whatever that machine is that pushes people.
Yeah.
One day on CNN, everybody's like, "Oh yeah, check out this Matt Rife guy," and the next thing you know, fucking everybody knows who Matt Rife is.
That is what happens, though. Like he's been doing the same shit. He's been doing that for years. But just one day, it's your time. Just one day, something happens in the culture, and it switches, and the wind starts blowing your direction. That's why they say you should be ready, so you don't have to get ready, dude. You have to make your own luck. You got to be ready for when it happens.
My bad thing is I'm done. I'm not chasing no viral moment. I can't. I'm too old to trend chase. I'm not.
No, it has to be more than a viral moment.
Oh yeah, it's got to be a career. And I'm not. And I you got to like what you're doing. You do. You got to really enjoy the environment. You have to enjoy the atmosphere. You have to enjoy making people laugh. You have to enjoy laughs being rejected. Right. You have to enjoy, the Undertaker. You have to enjoy the, Hulk Hogan and the Andre the Giant side of the industry. The good and the evil. Because if not, you're gonna go miserable. Because it's like, I guess you see so many comics out there. They got, like, what's the first question? What's in your medicine cabinet? It should be what the first fucking question is, right? Because like, Jesus Christ, man, there's some God complexes and there's some people they just don't have no personal skills. They have zero interpersonal skills.
Yeah.
And that's just like just allowing for the dramatic pause, listening to people. not being a dick in general. You know, sometimes, you know, being flexible. Sometimes you get bumped. You know, if you're at a comedy club, for example, and somebody 5 levels up on the wrong comes in, you know, occasionally shit happens. It doesn't mean anything to you personally. And a lot of people take shit so personally. And, and like me, dude, I get told no 1,000 earlier today. I got told no by Renee Zellweger's people. Love to get Renee Zellweger on the show. Am I gonna hate Renee Zellweger?
Nice stuff, dude.
Right? They responded. Shit, that's fucking nice. You know, shit. I'm not gonna hate on that.
Fuck no, dude. That's amazing. What did you say to get Renee Zellweger? What was the pitch?
Well, my email. I would
like to know how you approached Renee Zellweger.
I got a standard.
Ask her to be on the square.
I do it so many times now. I just got a stock thing. I ask. It's basically just, hey, this is my show.
Do you send a link or do you reference other celebrities?
Oh yeah. I here's my exact pitch. I could say it from memory. I've done it so many times. But hey there, I'm Joe. I always put the from Air Force vet in the title because I was in the service. So I was fucking pulling the heartstrings. And I write in the first line, I'm an Air Corps vet here. Run a YouTube show in Cleveland. Wondering if your client, listen name, you know, the show is a general entertainment show. Have these people on every week, and I put up the top shows I've had. These are the top shows I think I've had on. Okay. Chong, Jake the Snake, Rick Williams, Sam Fox. Thanks so much. Hear from you soon. Joe Farrell, Square Double Generous. And that, I mean, it depends on. It's weird because like there's I've learned some of these dynamics and hierarchies. Like the women, for example, once they hit that, and I know it's a weird thing to say, but like once they're not in that, you know, hot girl zeitgeist or whatnot, they hit that 40, 50, and people kind of forget about them. A lot easier to get on. They are because like.
A lot easier to get on.
Oh yeah,
dude, they got way more time now. They're not as desired. They're not as hot anymore. They're not. I mean, not like physically hot.
Right. They're still beautiful, but yeah, they're just not
getting the same publicity they were before. They're not as busy.
Left aside by Hollywood and shit. Yeah. So those people are. It's crazy to think that, but and it's just you know, it depends on, you know, sometimes you just catch the right people at the right time. Like somebody asked, hey, try to get Chong on again. I emailed Chong's people. And he said, "Oh, he's doing his own show now, so he doesn't do it." And he just came out with that movie, so
yeah, he needs to have you on.
Hey, right? That's what I'm saying, man. Fuck, I like the other week guys. I like to get on. I like to get on Everman at some point, and I like to get on. Who's another week guy? I had on Ricky Williams. I had on the guy from Looney's. I got 500 guy.
Yeah.
Had on Tommy Chong. Yeah, Yuckmouth.
That's amazing.
Yuckmouth was great, man. Yuckmouth. There was 4 or 5 of us over here when Yuckmouth was on. That's when I used to have people over when I interviewed, but then I started realizing like there's no reason to have people over when I interview. I always say, hey, come on over, you know, I clean the place up. Not as much as I can, but like come over, we'll hang out, smoke, and it's usually like, you know, you're from Akron. It's usually a long way to come for some people, you know what I mean? So
right.
It just depends. But yeah, it's just it's just so fun, dude. It really is. Fucking hell.
How do you get Yuckmouth's contact?
It's I got his email, I'll give it to you.
How do you get it though?
It was in his case. Google it? Well, in his case, for some people, I got a premium IMDb, so I can look up shit on IMDb.
Okay.
IMDb Pro. For his case, his on his Instagram profile just says for booking, you know.
Oh sure.
Email.
I mean, they want to be contacted, so yeah. I was just curious. Like,
well, you gotta find the guy.
I mean, you're probably pretty good at it now. You probably got all kinds of.
It's. I mean, if somebody says, "Hey, get this person on the show," I could tell you in 10 seconds if I could get them up, and 2, but. It's fucking second nature because I just copy and paste the old email.
Right.
And I if I get better response rate, I would totally customize it. Right. But I mean, it's like when your response rate it's a shit response rate. I mean, you're talking. It's all probably hovers around 1% of people agree to even do it. You know, which is I mean, you think that's 100 emails, one person's gonna say yeah, and so that takes some rejecting to get used to. Right?
Yeah. No, you have to get good at rejection in this business anyway.
Oh, you do. It's just a general thing. You know it from comedy. You know, I mean, it's just the same. And even if you got an acting or anything like that, it's just anything in entertainment, man. Just get used to reject. That's why I think if people always ask, you know, if you wanted to get into comedy, you wanted to get into acting, this and that, go out there, become a car salesman or some kind of industry where you get shot down a lot.
Yeah,
you just get shot down, but not where it's going to be unhealthy to you.
But then you don't quit though.
Right. But there's still a benefit. Car sales is a good one, I would say.
Yes,
because there's a benefit there. You can actually sell somebody a car. You know, not like insurance or not. I don't want to say insurance, usual insurance, but you know what I mean, the useless insurance or something. Oh yeah, you write hubcap insurance. You know, don't get into that kind of industry where you're scamming people. I can never scam people, dude. That's why I don't. Because it's weird. You look on YouTube's. all these people that run these advertisements, and a lot of that shit they fucking run things for. Oh, here's my discount code for blah blah blah, and it's fucking garbage product.
Right.
Just absolute garbage, you know. And Manscaped, you know, I looked at the price of these Manscapes, like $100. They give a discount code, it's still like $60. You can get a pair of clippers for like $15. They fucking charge you $60 for a pair of clippers. Oh, it's shiny, it won't nick your balls. Well, I fucking shaved my, you know, I've shaved in my areas in many years that would use regular clippers. I've never once. So I don't know. Whatever. All right. So back to comedy, man. Back to comedy. What so you get out there and you're doing your thing. What who along the line there, when did you meet like Casey Curry and Nell and all those guys? I mean, is that the kind of the crew-ish you ran with around here, or what's the deal there?
I mean, those are just friends. Nell is a good friend of mine, GW Nell, hilarious comedian from Akron, Ohio. I met her right away. She started at Funny Stop really close to the same time that I started at Funny Stop. And then, you know, we hit it off pretty quick. We live right around the same neighborhood as each other, and we were just friendly right away. Casey Curry is another super funny lady from Canton, Ohio. She started, I've only known her for a couple of years. I just met her at a mic one time, and we just became friends.
I totally missing some questions here, ladies and gentlemen. I apologize. Hold on. We had Doritos question. I say about hecklers. You've posted some clips of hecklers.
Yeah, I got crazy heckled when I was in Tennessee recently.
Okay.
People in Tennessee. I was opening again. I brought the real John King to headline those shows, and I was opening them. And it's so much harder to open these shows than it is to headline them. And the people in Tennessee were pricks to me. Like, I got fucked with a lot more than I've ever been fucked with. Like the one show, a bunch of drunk kids trying to roast me the whole time, and kid kept just yelling about what a big nose I had the whole show, which was crazy. It wasn't even like, I don't even have that big of a nose. It wasn't even original. It was just awful. Just been for the whole 45 minutes I was on stage, I was just yelling with these idiots the whole time.
Now, when you're, because you do a lot more. I've only done probably a couple dozen mics on my entire career, just because that's how it is. I mean, I don't have the time to. I mean, could I go out there every day and do this and that? Sure, but why? I can just turn on this computer, talk to 16 people. You know what I mean? That's pretty good. It's pretty good. That's the grind is paid off for your boy. You know what I mean? I don't have to go up to fucking East End and there's probably 12 people, and I gotta sit there and eat a plate of jerk chicken nachos and act like I care. And then the thing I hate about going to mics is I like laughing. Some of these guys are fucking funny, Patrick, and then I laugh, and then you look around, people are just like, damn. Yeah. Cleveland's a raw thing. People laugh. That's why I like this, man. It's the international, man.
Open mics are horrible like that, though, dude. I mean, that's just open mic.
It's so bad. It's that's why it's like it's all about. Isn't it kind of almost always about the crowd size? I mean, it's, at least when you're starting to come up. I mean, you kind of have to grasp at any chance there's going to be a big crowd. And I think what a lot of us should do, we should capitalize on what we just talked about. We just talked about the newness. So you got somebody, your buddy Chuck from work wants to come and do comedy, and he has 25 fucking people who's going to bring the show. Yeah. Piggyback that with the regular, do something. That's not a bad idea, actually. Yeah. Call old comic and a new comic. You get.
No, see, that's exactly what happens all the time, dude. And they get spots because they bring 25 people. It's an awesome opportunity. That happens all the time.
And then after that, it's like fucking
club owners know all about that shit.
And then it fades down, though. That's the thing, man. Keeping the people entertained. It's crazy. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people have had the conversation. Why don't we open up a comedy club? It's like, that's fine, but who's going to come out and you're going to entertain every week? I mean, Cleveland only has so many people. It's not.
There's plenty enough people. I mean, it's all about advertising, marketing, and keeping. You go to Hilarity's, the place is packed week after week after week after week after week, dude. It's about bringing in quality comedians and staying in touch with the zeitgeist and not just bringing in the same dusty old bastards you've been bringing in since 1963. For real.
Old ass guys. All right, we got a question from Allie.
Dude.
All right, Allie is in Ireland. It's up there on the screen. So you can see her too as well. She lives in County Offaly in Ireland. She wants to know if you have any Irish ancestry.
Yes, I do. My dad is Irish. And yeah, So,
okay. So was your dad like your dad was born in the Republic of Ireland?
no, not that fucking Irish. My dad's a hillbilly from Kentucky. But I've been told that side of the family is Irish. Like my grandma's name is Bernice Kelly. That's a pretty Irish name. So yeah, so that's that.
Yeah, the wives.
And I'm Catholic too, so.
Catholic here too. That's why I'm not. That's why I don't see you have a giant roast in front of you today because it's a Friday. I had some popcorn shrimp earlier. The things were good. I'm still hungry. Fuck, dude. So hungry. But the wife's grandfather, I think, was from Ireland. Maybe it was her dad. The grandfather. I don't know. It was pretty close up the other day. All right, hold on. Let's see. Angie says she has yet to do her stand up. We'll keep charging. You never know. It's soon. It's one of those things, man. Just keep memorizing. Get like 13 good jokes. You get 13 jokes popping. That's enough for a tight 5.
Just go try stand up.
Oh, here's your Here's Patrick's TikTok right here. User 3784. That one right there. Yeah, if you guys are about the TikToks, thank you, by the way, Brittany, for dropping those, the TikTok and the IG.
Thank you very much for any follows too. I appreciate that.
Yeah, if you're out there, that's your platform. Definitely hit them up. I'm on IG. I should follow you on IG. I don't.
Is it not at user Patrick Madison Comedy?
Let's see. Which one was she trying to drop the IG? I could drop it because I have a channel on
my
Instagram.
Is that how it comes up? Is user number like that? That's wild.
Let me see. Patrick Madison Comedy. Here we go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Patrick Madison Comedy.com. No, not .com. It's just Instagram.com/Patrick Madison. There we go. So there's the link for the right there. Patrick Madison Comedy.
Yeah.
All right. So I'll highlight that here if you want to.
I put clips up every day, comedy videos, new comedy content constantly.
Now, what is your of the shows you have done so far and gotten some clips out of? What is or just all your social media? Have you had anything that's gotten any kind of
Patrick Madison Comedy is Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. So that's everything right there.
Have you gotten anything that was I got 17,000 views in my clip about dicks or anything? What's your highest something like what? Well, let me ask you this too. On piggyback on that, what is your most successful repost platform out of those things? Like,
I think the most successful video I've had has been TikTok or Instagram. Instagram, I get. I think the best video I ever had was like 2.8 thousand views. It's not very good. It's not really very good. It's exciting for me. I don't have very many followers on Instagram, so TikTok. I feel like I got like 8,000 from something.
Okay.
I got 10,000 from something on Facebook once.
Okay.
Which that 10,000 is big numbers for Facebook. Facebook's tough.
All my bags. What are they called? Eggs. All my eggs are in the YouTube basket. I tried when we first started. I mean, I didn't call it a podcast anymore. It's just Square Table Degenerates because I done did the. I put it out to the podcasting. Nobody watched it. Nobody listened to it. It's a waste of my time. It's like, even now, this is a visual thing. People, I'm on YouTube all the time.
Right.
I mean, if I turn on the camera and I'm talking, it could be, I've had some of the most random people on there, and they just like my style. Every week I get 150 to 200 views of just people, this random people just checking me out just because they like it.
Right.
But somebody more bigger, I get more people come on. It's just about. Making them have fun and because I don't do that attack shit. I don't. And could I come up and how many times were you who's touched your balls? One was non-consensual. Nobody's trying to maybe that makes some fucking low end people laugh, but that doesn't help the people grow.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's horrible.
Right. What are you using? StreamYard?
Yeah, this is StreamYard right here.
Yes, YouTube.
And this goes. StreamYard can go to other places. You can do a multi-channel. You could You could do it to Facebook, and there's all kinds of different channels you could do it to. But
and then is it a YouTube chat?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the chat's right out there on YouTube. You can highlight all the comments, as they come in. You could do these. It's a bunch of videos and shit you could save. Like this is me at the NFL draft.
If he's on roller skates, where's his whistle? Can he come down top rope now or what? Here he comes.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, that was down 2021. It was.
So you got some clips loaded up to just fucking pop one out, dude.
He's like 100. He's like 100. Oh, yeah.
You're like, this is a pretty good day. Let me show you guys this.
Oh yeah. That's the thing. The guy who does it before me. His name is John. He lives in Maryland, and I just feed him a lot of clips too. But sometimes if it's not a guest and we're just bullshitting, we'll just sit up here and just run a clip. You know, just have fun, smoke weed, bullshit, do a panel. You know,
How
it's
often do you stream on here?
every Friday, usually. I mean, unless I got like scouting thing with the kids or something, you know, going on vacation, or whatever. Pretty much every Friday, usually 5:30. Because I used to do it 9:30, but then I start getting all these people from England and Ireland, and Northern Ireland, and Europe and shit. So the 5:30 time slot just worked good because like they're still up. You know, they're still like right now over there. It's 9:30. Usually it's about 10:30. But they're still, they're still their buzz. They're having fun with it. So it just worked out good. Well, we just have some fun with it, man. It's fucking slick, dude. I really like it.
Right on, dude.
Yeah, so I've been let's see. So we did a show together the one time. The one
didn't you book the show?
Yeah. It was kind of an awkward thing. That's the daytime comedy just doesn't work. It doesn't. And what made me laugh about that, nobody really caught this, is that I couldn't tell you how many people were on there, maybe 4 or 5 of us. But like 3 or 4 of you had things about I'd rather kill myself. And it was like a veterans thing against something.
That's horrible.
I'm like, oh my God, you guys
God.
Fucking hell, that made me laugh, bro. We got a free meal out of it too. That was good.
Yeah.
I don't think
restaurant.
Yeah, my guy Jeff, I can't remember his last. Jeff Ritchie. I contact him every now and then. He's a good dude. But yeah, there was comedy has to be in an area. During the day, it's really hard. If somebody was to come out to me and now if they're gonna throw money at me for a corporate event, okay, whatever. I'm not talking about if somebody's throwing money at me. I'm talking about if it's just like a regular day, during the day. It's impossible to do this shit during the day because people aren't trying to laugh during the day. They're not. It's so much harder when they haven't been relaxed. They, if they're at work, they're trying to be all. I'll give you an example. It wasn't comedy, but we was in the desert. I was in the Air Force. In 2011, I was in Kirkuk, Iraq, and there was this band Smash Mouth that came over there. They did a tour there.
Smash Mouth.
Yeah, everybody knows Smash Mouth. Hey, now you're an all-star. And the guy, the lead singer, rest in peace now, Steve Harwell. He was a really big drinker. But he couldn't drink over there because it's the desert. So he was getting a bunch of coffees. This motherfucker had like 5 espressos lined up. The army chick, her name was Sergeant Hawkins. She went to the fucking Green Beans Coffee. She just told him 2 of them. This guy was wired. But Smash Mouth gets up there and they're performing. And I'm looking around and obviously nobody can drink. So there's no social lubricants. You're just kind of sitting there. A couple of people are clapping. Nobody's dancing. What are you gonna do? There's not. It's stupid entertainment idea. It's ridiculous. Having Smash Mouth to a bunch of sober Army and Air Force people. And what are you going to do? There's nothing there. You can't give us a beer or 2 for this. You can't let us dance. This is horrible. So that's why
why couldn't loosen up because
the whole going back to this thing is like during the day, comedy just doesn't work. I mean, it doesn't work as hard. It's a lot harder. I mean, entertainment's for the night. I think it really is. At least that kind of entertainment.
Sure.
I mean, it's like fuck.
Yeah, it's doing comedy in the daylight. I don't know. I do Sunday shows sometimes in early afternoon. But yeah, dude, you'd rather do it at night. You want people to be like relaxed and buzzed and like chilling.
Right. Now, what's the latest shows you've done? Like, well, how much, let me ask you, let's go to the tour, right? How long was this something? No, it's John King's the other guy's name, right? The real John King?
Yeah.
Now, you guys booked this together? Was this your first?
No, this is all mine.
This is all your stuff. Now, you booked this. Is this your first any time booking something for you? Have you done your own specials before? What's the deal there?
I mean, no. I mean, I book all the shows. Okay. I book the tour. Okay. I'm the only one. I bring an opener now. When I first started out, I started out with John King because I wasn't ready to headline yet.
Right.
He's a very good friend of mine, an amazing comedian, the real John King. He's incredible. And I was like, hey, I learned how to book a tour. I learned how to book these shows. Do you want, if I book a tour, will you come on the road with me? And he loved to be on the road. And I needed somebody who I knew could like really handle being on the road for like a fucking months at a time and shit.
Right.
And so he said yes. And so I took him along with me. And then after that, though, once I like developed enough material and developed the confidence to be able to headline the shows, now I bring just an opener on the road.
Okay.
So now I'm the one closing them.
Okay. So what possessed you to go the small venue route, small cities? Like you're going to Muncie and Bowling Green, places that, most people just go.
Muncie, Indiana. Yeah.
Most people just go right to the big cities and, nobody's going to Mansfield, Ohio or.
Yeah, dude. I like going to the small towns because, now like big cities or comedy clubs are awesome in big cities. But, I'm booking stuff like Wednesday through Sunday. So, and the way I'm booking it, I'm not like sending out avails. I'm finding places that are interested in doing a one-nighter for a guaranteed amount of money. I don't care about ticket sales. I let them do all that. If they want to sell tickets, they want to, and getting a crowd is the only thing I can't, that's up to them. So I find these places in small towns that don't have a lot of entertainment options, and people are grateful that you came. People show up for it. People are grateful. People have a good time. You go to a large city and do a one-nighter in a bar. They're like, why are you doing comedy in this bar? You can't get into the comedy club down the street. Why don't you go to the comedy club? But if you go to small towns that don't have comedy clubs and don't have any other entertainment options, they're like, thank you so much for bringing this awesome experience to our small town.
Hell yeah. That's why I like using I've done, well, I've done how many shows? 3, I think. I think I booked 3 myself. We did one up at the VFW. That was
the one that I did for you. Was that one you booked?
Oh, I forgot. But I guess that would make 4. Well, does that count as me booking it? I guess I did. I did get all the comics. Yes, I guess that would count. Was
that you or your buddy?
Well, that was Jeff. That was Jeff Ritchie's show. I didn't really contact the venue. I was more of a middleman on that.
Okay.
He basically said, "Hey, I need 5 comics," and I reached out because it was once I type in that veteran thing. That's just people just do it. I mean, it's kind of.
What do you mean type in the veteran?
Like if I say it's because it was for a veterans thing.
Okay.
So once I say that, people are they're all in. They're like,
yeah, it's very easy to get.
Easy to do.
Yeah, people motivated for that. Dude, I imagine. I'm surprised you don't like VFWs and American Vets. Those places love that kind of stuff.
We did the one show over the VFW right before the lockdown.
Which VFW was it?
Right down here in North Olmsted. I can give the guy's number. I don't know the guy Jeff Ritchie, but he doesn't run. Jeff Ritchie doesn't run it anymore. But the North Olmsted VFW would be a good spot for looking to reach out because we did it. They had a mic in there.
I'm sure I called it.
And we didn't really do a good show. I'm not gonna lie. Don Shear was not funny. He was loaded.
I did one in Aurora.
Okay.
VFW in Aurora. That's really close to here, and it was fucking awesome.
Aurora. That's up at the old Jogga Lake. Okay. Bone Thugs and Harmony used to live out in Aurora years ago.
I mean, I do VFWs all over the place, man. I was at a Moose Lodge, and I have one in the Moose Lodge in Clyde. I have a Moose Lodge or a VFW in the bar, American Legion at Wassian, Paulding. I just booked one in Defiance on my way here. I had to pull over my car to book it.
Defiance. There's a fucking town name. Shit.
Yeah, that's close to here. It's all close to here.
Relative.
Yeah,
I guess.
You come from Akron, I feel like it's close. I call it close to here.
Defiance is it's a good hour away at least, I think. Right?
Really?
Yeah.
Ohio's a big state.
Ohio is. It is. It's Cleveland's right smack in the middle of everything. I love being here because I can go to Columbus, I can go to Buffalo in 2-3 hours. I go to Columbus in 2-3 hours, Detroit in 2-3 hours, Indy in 4 or 5 hours, Chicago in 5 hours. It's just if I want to expand it to 8, you can go to fucking Nashville in 8, and any East Coast city, New York, Philly, Boston 8 or 9. It's right here by everything. They say 60% of the nation is within a 10-12 hour day drive of Cleveland, which is great.
Yeah, it is great. Yeah, you can get to New York quickly, like 7 hours. It's not bad.
Yeah, we went to a show out there. There's so many there. There's so many. I mean, it's just every block has one. They got them. The guys. Well, you probably saw. Have you ever seen that show with the guy in the surfing? It was a couch surfing show. Can't remember the comic's name.
Oh,
Pete Holmes. Yeah, Pete Holmes.
Yeah, that's a great show.
Yeah, they showed the flyers and they'd sell the flyers and come to the show. They had so many of those.
What was it?
When you stand outside the comedy club.
Yeah, parking for tickets and shit. Yes. That's the New York way.
Fuck all that. Well, I mean, and I've heard too, a lot of these comedy clubs just go based on the Instagram account. Which is
for sure. They do. That's how they do it in Ohio, bro.
It's a shitty way to do it.
All over the country.
Because you're gonna get
sell tickets though. It's always about butts and seats.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's always about how many tickets can you sell, and that's how they know you can sell tickets because you haven't already built in.
If I get to that point, I'm just gonna be like,
the same thing as being like I was on TV 20 years ago. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I see it on the Tonight Show. Yeah, 1998. Right.
Yeah, dude. As opposed to somebody who's got 200 Instagram followers right now, that's way more valuable. Dude. But they usually aren't very good at comedy, but that's okay because they sold the tickets and they got their own audience.
Right. How much money did you make? That's the thing. That's what a lot of. I mean, even us as funny people make people laugh. A lot of people just barely. At the end of the day, it's about fucking putting money in somebody's pocket. If you're not making the money,
dude, if you're going to keep the doors open, if you're not
funniest people
selling tickets, dude.
Right. Funniest people are always the most profitable. I mean, look at Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart's not funny. Give me room. It's not funny. I've seen his show. It's not funny. But You can sell a fucking Cleveland Brown Stadium. I
A
couldn't.
lot of people like Kevin Hart.
They do. He's a fuck. I went off my daughter Kayla. She's like, I can think of Kevin Hart. I was like, how dare you?
You don't like Kevin Hart for
No.
real? I love Kevin Hart. I think he's hilarious. But comedy is subjective.
Yeah, that's why I said
That's
comedy.
what it is.
That 100%. That's thank you, dude. Thank you. I see it all the time. Beauty and as well as comedy is subjective. That's why I'm in no place to say this person's funny, that person's funnier than this person. I'm funnier than you. This guy's funnier than that guy. Because at the end of the day, it's subjective. At the end of the day, beyond that, everybody at the level we're interacting with, we're all trying to grab for that small piece of the pie,
Right. Yes.
of that ever dwindling, American economy that goes
Right.
And so what can you do? You just rock with it, bro. Shit. Yeah, man, we should smoke. We fucking get high, bro. You get fucking stupid high. Yeah. So what local comics do you? So those two. Then who else do you know out there? Chad.
I'm Chad.
Yeah.
Of course I do. I know everybody in Cleveland, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. Chad's funny, dude. I was with him at Funny Farm recently. He did great.
Okay, he was over here we did a show where we tried to weed overdose.
He smokes weed like a motherfucker.
Oh yeah, but what I'm saying, I called it the Weed Olympics, and I was trying to see who could do the most weed, and we were just doing gummies like every 10 minutes or whatever, and it was just
really just eating a gummy every 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
we went for 2-3 hours, and then we did it every time with that. When the world, Don, shut up. Actually, Don, I'm not going to say shut up, you fat fuck. I'm going to say thank you for coming out and checking out the show, Don. And one of these days, come out and fucking visit the show. That's big old Don out there. Don's a good dude. But so it was like every 10 minutes, every time somebody super chatted, we were doing a gummy or a cookie or whatever, and it's just the sugar got to be too much. We just couldn't physically eat no more.
The sugar was what got to you.
Yeah, it was just too
so
much.
good.
It was good, but we had you got to think that we had. Out of these, we're getting into the territory where we each had like 30 of them gummies.
Holy fuck!
It was quite a bit. It was quite a bit, dude. It was hot as fuck, but it's just like, that's the beauty about weed, though. Is weed's so self-regulating. It's gonna tell you when you're done.
Yeah,
it really will. It's not like booze. Booze, you could be on the precipice of blacking out. It's like give me another fucking shot and one right now.
Yeah.
I mean, weed's not like that. You can sit here. I always get the I'm good. The people are smoking with you. Oh, I'm good. That's the I'm good.
Yeah.
Wave.
So super chatting. Do people donate to your pot?
Mm-hmm.
You're awesome, dude.
Yeah, if somebody wants to give an example to show to show Patrick how the super chat works, that'd be great. I'll do the gummies for you. But normally what I do is if somebody there's a little thing right here. No, you got to get monetized on YouTube. Get monetized on YouTube. You have to have 1,000 subscribers. I got 2,700.
Hey.
And you need to have 4,000 watch hours in the past year at the time.
Okay.
I don't know what I do now in terms of the year, but once you get the market, then you could qualify for channel memberships or super chats and like ad revenue. So like people watching, there's an ad that runs, you get so many points of a cent or whatever, and then per everything. But people just click that and they can do like a sticker, they can become a channel member, they can gift memberships or just a super chat. Type out menu.
Do you sell subscribers or whatever? Like, do people subscribe to this?
Yeah, there's you can become a channel member.
Okay.
And you get like extra emojis.
Get
and
sweet purple badge, dude.
Hell yeah. Well, it's also people who just want to support and because it's not free to run a channel, and I do try to provide quality content.
Weed gets expensive, guys. Come on now.
And that's another thing too. When
you think these fucking brownies are gonna make themselves?
That's a good one, right?
Help a brother out, dude.
Hell yeah. But the SOP, standard operating procedures, when somebody super chats like $5 or $4.20, whatever it is, I usually do a weed gummy. So if somebody gives out $30, I'll do one. So the running joke is that some people give me really high, you know what I mean? And it works too. We've had a couple people.
How much do they have to donate before you pull your dick out?
We just don't do that around here.
Hasn't gone that far.
That would nuke the channel. I mean, theoretically, if you want to give me 150 grand or something, I don't know.
That's it.
Right? I mean, everybody's got a price, like the $1 Million Man says. I mean,
I'll pull my dick out right now for $25. So got it. I need gas.
I mean, after the show, I mean, you never know, but yeah, like right on the camera. Yeah, Don, get your ass out here someday, buddy. Oh, Jeremy, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Yeah, so we need a lot of these guys who follow, they're either YouTubers or just fans of the show, like this girl, Brittany. She's just a person out in the ethos, just thought we were funny and follows the community. It's very community based. We'll do other meetups every now and then. Hey, we're all gonna be here and come together and shit like that.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
it's so meet them in person. I mean,
oh yeah, everybody. We've had out of the chat. I haven't met Jeremy yet because he's right down in Kentucky. I'll meet Brittany soon at some point. I haven't met. I know it's a bad example now because like a lot of the people there I haven't met, but like,
Not trying to put you on the spot.
oh yeah, but Web, I still haven't met Web either. But Angie, I met many times. I met Carla. Carla was on here. Welcome, Carla. Sorry, Carla, I didn't say hi earlier. Pete, I work with Pete. So I met Pete many times. And and Adele, welcome, Adele. She's from Australia. We had 5 different countries checking in today. Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing, dude.
Hell yeah. But yeah, I can't say the percentage, but I mean, I would say half of them I probably met in person at least.
That's
And
awesome.
some aspect, well, maybe that's a little high. It's a little high. It just depends. I mean, on screen, at least half. At least half. Like I've shared panels with a lot of these people. Some of them I just chat with, just my fucking phone's always stupid messages, sharing memes. Hey, something funny you think of somebody, like if Allie, for example, who's in Ireland, sees something American, she'll send it to me. If I see something Irish, send it to her kind of deal. Just being silly.
That's
How it
awesome,
is.
dude.
And it's fun. And people like it's a hustle, it's a grind building of the community. It is. It's it's getting guests, is just cold. It's cold emailing. Hey, can you do me this favor? Be on my show. If they want to do it, fine. If not, you got to find people who like talking about themselves and got something to.
This is episode 328, 328 episodes.
I would say it's probably more than that because the numbers is kind of all jacked up, but all the ones I've been counting, this has been 328.
Yeah, that's awesome, dude.
Because man, I wonder how many videos it's been on the. I can find that out actually. Let's see. Because they'll tell you how many. Oh, let me follow you on IG.
Thanks.
I'm not on TikToks. The wife was thinking about doing a TikTok because she's talking about trying ways to make money.
I'm on Insta or YouTube too.
Are you? What's your
Yeah,
YouTube?
search Patrick Madison comedy and YouTube. The algorithm loves that shit, dude. Yeah, dude. If you
comedian.
find me from searching me, it like works. It's way better than like putting
there
in
you
a
go.
link. Yeah, that's me. That's me getting heckled by some old lady.
All right, here I'll tell you what, guys. We might. Do you mind if we share a clip or two?
Yo, please do, man.
All right, hey, you guys are YouTubers. Just wait, hold on. That's the one. That's
Let
right.
me.
Give him some YouTube love here. Hold on. I don't think I'm subbed to you on YouTube at all either. There we go.
Let me see
All right, so we got youtube.com/Patrick Madison. I'll just drop it here.
Here, there's a heckler one. There's some heckler ones we were talking about from Tennessee.
Brother Dave, how's it going? Yeah, so if you guys like Patrick's comedy here, definitely share that. Or definitely do that. Let me see, what do you think is a good one that
I mean,
are they all shorts pretty much?
Yeah, they're all shorts in the
Okay.
top there. They're all funny. There's me getting heckled.
This is the heckle one right here.
No, the one that says hold on, go back. This one. This is me getting heckled, me fucking with the heckler.
All right, let me share this here.
And then the other one with the guy fucking with my nose is on there too, I think.
Comedian destroys heckler.
Yeah, I know. You had to come up with these fucking names, dude.
All right, so this is set the scene here. Where are we at? What's the scene?
I'm in a bar with the stage, like and I forget what city in Tennessee.
Okay.
And they're the drunkest, rowdiest crowd I've ever had to deal with. Maybe.
All right,
They're
so
a wild
let's
crowd.
take a look. Take a listen.
Hey, are your hands cold?
I'm not holding your teeny penis, sir.
You need a warm up?
No, they're warm. They're warm. Just ask your mama.
That's what your mama do. And they went crazy. Yeah, dang it. Yeah, I'm so proud of myself.
I got a fucking standing note for that one.
Hey, are your hands
On the-
cold?
Follow me. Instagram is Patrick Madison Jokes. That was my old Instagram. And then yeah.
It's like it's my family thing. It's what we do in my family. I ouch!
Hit myself in the face with the
I
mic.
punched myself in the mouth, goddammit. Daniel, what's happening to me right now?
That's me learning to use CapCut too. Putting on these looks.
Yeah, the CapCut stuff is I think some of the apps do it now, but it's like until the guy Dave. He's Patrick. Dave just joined us from.
What's up, Dave?
He's a local comedian. Yeah, that's actually a good question. If I was to say, hey, synopsize yourself, tell the world who you are. Give us your intro.
Oh, I'm Patrick Madison. I'm a comedian from Akron, Ohio. I produced a Double Chuckle Comedy Tour. I've done like over probably 165 shows in the last 12 months. Doing the Double Chuckle Comedy Tour. I'm national touring comedian. Local headliner. I've headlined the Funny Farm Comedy Club, Crackpots Comedy Club, Patina Center for the Arts. Yeah, that's me.
Yeah. We got everybody named Dave. Dave Drew's in the building. What's popping? What's popping?
Did you say Dave's a local comedian? Or?
No, they're just a bunch of guys named Dave were in the chat.
Okay.
Yeah, these guys. Well, Don's a comedian. Don's working at Amazon. He's probably not watching now. He probably just came in to talk shit and then leave.
Don Shear?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I know that name. I think I've met him.
Yeah, you probably he was one of the things we did. Well, I don't know. I've only done.
Is he related to Jeremy Shear?
He's not.
Okay.
He's not. I don't get on with Jeremy Shear. We don't. I only take him. He was talking shit and then
That's
fucking.
right.
Then next thing you know, I'm banned from the one group. Whatever.
Oh yeah, he's the admin of the Cleveland whatever.
That guy, and there's another dude that we don't care for. There's hey Don, are you still watching? Dave's a Canadian. What Don? What's the Don's not watching.
Is it Chris by any chance?
What's it, Chris? It was the bisexual guy. What the fuck is that dude's name? It was damn, if I saw the last name of Pauga.
Yeah. He's always fighting with people on Facebook. I knew it would be him, dude. That gets trolled so hard.
Fuck that guy, right? Just eat a dick, bro. Fuck. Mike, what's up, buddy? Fuck, he's from Scotland. So that makes like 6 countries now. We'll see. We got Canada too. So we got Ireland, Canada, Scotland, England, Australia, United States. That's 6.
I'm gonna have some international followers on Instagram by the time this is over.
Fucking hell, right? That's how it is. You gotta. Well, that's the
Come
thing.
to Joe's podcast to get famous.
Well, you got to go where the people are, dude. I mean,
Yeah,
that's
dude.
why. And we had, and I'll tell you how the UK thing came
For
about.
real, dude.
So back in 2000, might have been 21, a couple of these guys who were in the community that we knew, a friend adjacent, they kind of blew up-ish over in the UK because what they were doing, they do these reactions.
Okay.
The equivalent would be like, say you're from, Bristol, England, and you were watching old fucking, Three Stooges clips, and you were just laughing like, "Oh, this is funny, mate." And then, oh my gosh, a bunch of fucking Americans were following you and watching you because of that. That's the equivalent. These guys would watch all these old UK shows, and the British people would like it, follow them and just see the reactions, recommend shows they would watch, and that's how the couple of these guys in the community we knew just blew up because of that. One guy's got like 114,000 subs because of it.
Wow.
And I was always like, I'm gonna, so I started knowing so many of these UK people, so many Brits. That's why I moved the Showtime up, and then I was like, I'm gonna beat these. Because I'm a spontaneous fuck. I love traveling too. I do. I was like, I'm going over. I'm gonna see you guys. And I did. I went to UK. Went to 3-4 different cities. I'm not saying it was a tour, but we just hung out, smoked.
It's amazing.
It was great, dude. It was a fucking banger time. When we're coming back over in October, I think one of the Browns games we're gonna be there. All right, it says when was the last? Oh, so Dave is obsessed with Hooters. So he has to ask you the Hooters question. When was the last time you rode to Hooters? Or have you ever been to Hooters?
I've never been to Hooters.
He's never been to
I know
Hooters.
I would lose so much money in there so fast.
Hooters.
I would be propositioning the waitresses, I think.
What?
I don't know if I could control myself in a place like that, dude. Like, I've gotten kicked out of strip clubs because the woman stuck her breast in my mouth when she was giving me a lap dance. And she suggested I maybe bit her nipple, but that wasn't true.
That is 100% false.
How would you nipple in my mouth? I don't know. I don't trust myself. I would go full Andy Dick at Hooters, I think, dude. I think that would get Andy Dick out of Hooters.
Yeah, the last time we was at the Hooters was that back down in 2021 when we was down in Cincinnati. Well, Kentucky actually. Because we were down there for a Browns game.
There's another one called Peaks, I think.
Well, they had the one at Knockouts over down here in Cleveland in Parma. It was called Knockouts.
Okay.
They used to have 3 Hooters in Cleveland location. There was one in the Flats, there's one out in Menor, Lake County, and there's one in Parma Heights. And the one they closed, I think the one in Flats closed first, and the one in Parma closed, and the one in Menor closed. But the one in Parma Heights turned into like this place called Knockouts.
Okay.
Like low grade Hooters. Yeah,
Right.
I haven't been there. I went there once, and they're talking 20 years ago. I don't know what the place is now, but yeah, it makes me laugh. Hell yeah. All right, my friend. Looks like it's about time, right? You can keep going if you want. It's up to you.
No, it's fine, dude.
All right, cool. Yeah, you got any questions for the lovely?
Yeah, anybody got any
Madison?
questions for me before we wrap it up?
We can go as long as you want. We got I think I got shit going on. It's not
What time is it? Oh, wow.
6:50, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so we've been going for a little bit.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's you. I was like, somebody messaged me. That's you.
Oh yeah.
So
I was literally when you're pulling edibles
Yeah.
time. I could do some edibles. Well, Dave, normally I say people, hey, super chat me Tom and Eric, what's up, buddy? Yes, this is all the random people. He's from Massachusetts. Boston, Massachusetts. It's one of those mass holes, as they call it. I could eat this. You're sure you don't want it?
Man, it looks amazing though.
I know. Well, let me ask you this. Are you on a, let me ask you this in terms of just life. Are you a sober rover? Did you used to drink and stuff like that? And you don't now? What's your use?
Yeah, I was terribly addicted to drugs.
Okay.
But that's not why I don't do weed.
Yeah.
I'm too anxious for weed.
Okay.
I used to be on Xanax and Valium and Klonopin and benzos, and I didn't mind weed as much then because I had like fucking nerve medication to calm my anxiety down. But without nerve medication, dude, I'm always like borderline anxious.
Okay.
Like I can't even finish this Diet Coke.
Okay. I
Like,
feel it.
The caffeine would be too much for me to say.
I feel it. Yeah, because we was talking about that. I don't know if that was on live or in the pre-show, but like we're here. I don't even know because my memory's lost. Because of the weed, but we're talking about. Oh yeah, the thing would have been before that. It was in the pre-show. It was like I was like, if you were to try to eat these, you'd probably be hallucinating because.
Yes, that was this show. Yes,
yeah,
that was an hour ago.
Because fucking hell. Oh, you guys are out there. Oh,
I was in New York, dude, and I bought a bag of gummies, and they were 20s. And I know better than to do something like this, but I wasn't even paying attention to it. And I ate one. I hadn't eaten a gummy for years, dude, and I hallucinated like fuck from it, dude.
Oh no!
Like I had to drive home, dude, and I was literally tripping, bro. It was wild. Well, I didn't drive home. I drove back to the hotel, and it was like a half an hour drive. And it started raining real bad. It had been so clear.
So you were all paranoid and shit.
Dude, I'm like, oh my God, in my head, dude, I kept thinking that I was going to die and that was going to be it. Like, that was going to be the story of me. Like, I came so far in comedy. I'm on the road with my buddy. Like, I couldn't ask for more. I'm, doing full-time comedy. And then I kill myself because I couldn't help but eat a fucking gummy. And then I drove my car off the road or some shit like that. Because, dude, it was raining, dude. I kept thinking every time I thought it was like driving into a lake, dude. It's just like water on the road, dude. But it looked like I was about to, like, I kept thinking I was going to hydroplane and die, dude. It was crazy.
All you got to do is hit the thing, the little $sign, and then do the super sticker, super chat, Brit. Regardless, yeah. Thomas had a question. This is a good question. He wants to know what's your favorite band. I'll piggyback on that. What do you have, like genres? You just kind of like
what's my favorite band? That's a question I would answer different at different times in my life. At one point, Pink Floyd was my favorite band.
Okay.
At one point, Tool was probably my favorite band. White Zombie has been a favorite band of mine. I mean, I like rock and roll music, generally speaking. I'm pretty easy. I like pop music a lot, dude. I like any music that has any kind of positive sex message, usually. Sometimes I like listening to rap, though, and stuff like that.
I like some rap. I fuck with some rap music.
Dude, I fuck with a lot of rap music, man.
If there was a while there, it wasn't until, because I had like rap music most of my life, because in high school, it really popped. Because I went 91 to 95 was years out of high school. And that's when Dr. Dre and Easy and the whole East Coast, West Coast thing was popping. And you couldn't get away from him. If you had the Chronic, you were bumping the Chronic, you're bumping Easy, real fucking G, shit like that.
Easy I love. Really, Easy I could listen to, like, I could listen to Easy E's, like, it's on Dr. Dre, the 187th Killer, or what was the red one called? That had Creep With Me While I Crawl to the Hood.
Maniac.
Dude.
The deep cover one. Yeah, 187.
Dude,
187 on a motherfucking car.
I would bump Easy albums front to back. Like, I really, really liked Easy.
Easy.
I didn't get into Easy until a couple years after he died.
5'5".
But he died when I was like fucking 12 years old.
I remember when Easy died. I remember when Tupac died. I remember when Biggie died. Yeah, I wasn't there, but I remember the day each of those guys died.
But yeah, I was a teenager when they died close together too.
It was Easy was the first one. He was AIDS.
Yeah, he died like a year before Tupac.
And then Tupac was 96. Then Biggie was like 9 months later, 97.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I had on some of the rap guy. Well, the guy, the Volume 10. His name is Dino Hawkins. And he was he sang Pistol Grip Pump on my lap at all time.
Okay.
He was one of my first ones. I had him on season. I didn't really have season, but he was on in 2020. He was one of the or first 10 celebs I had on. And he just told me his story. Just Tupac just in this venue with this woman, just for no reason, 15 minutes just yelling, top of his lungs about whatever. So he's a complete hothead. Just couldn't sit in a room and not just start yelling at Tupac.
Oh, really?
Total hothead.
I believe that.
And if you want proof, and I don't have the proof, it's not like they have these random videos. Tupac yells. But like there's a great interview he does where he's Tabitha Thorne. If you remember Tabitha Thorne from MTV.
Yes.
Type of this Lauren Tupac interview. And they're walking around, I think it's Oakland or something. And you can just tell the way he's talking that he's yelling all the time. That's a great interview. If you ever get a chance,
Yes.
check that shit out.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right. Brittany, your password probably is Joey Edibles is amazing.org exclamation mark or some shit. Welcome back, Dave. Who is your favorite Canadian band? And don't say Justin Bieber.
I'll tell you who. The Guess Who. Easy right now. My favorite Canadian band is Guess Who. I love Guess Who.
I got to think about favorite Canadian band. I mean, let's say, I mean, off the top of my head, fucking Bare Naked Ladies is good, but I'm not going to say that they're my favorite.
Guess Who is fantastic.
I got to think now of obvious Canadian bands. What we got? Rush.
Yeah, they're a great one too.
Some 41's Canadian, I think.
I don't know who else is Canadian. I just found out the other day that Guess Who was Canadian. I fucking love them. I fuck with them a lot.
You know what? I just found out that I never realized is that, you ever heard that? This song might be a little young for you, but there's this group in this song called Living in a Box. I'm living in a box, living in a cardboard box. I always thought it's a very obscure song. I'll hit like 5 in the church in the UK, but I always thought those guys were like Motown and like black dudes. They were white guys from fucking Sheffield, England.
Yeah, there's a lot of that though. Like that kind of shit inspired a lot in Britain. Like Joe Cocker.
Dude, since I've been doing this, there's been so many. I mean, a lot of it's because I got this email contact in the UK who sends me a lot of stuff, but there's so many bands from Britain that you wouldn't believe. Like the 80s and 90s just covered these bands, dude.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. So Thomas Metal says blues, southern rock, and metal for me. I fuck with that. Brittany says tacos or burritos.
Oh man, that depends.
It depends on what's in it, right? I mean, that's kind of subjective.
It depends on what's in it. I mean, dude, here's the crazy thing. I eat tacos twice a day when I'm off the road, when I'm home, twice a day, every single day. Chicken tacos religiously. I go to Mustard Seed Market and buy high-end ground chicken, like the best ground chicken you can get in this area. It's expensive, but I mean, it's all I eat. So what the fuck? And then I take it home with some chicken seasoning. I cook up all 3 pounds of it, and I put it in these like glass Tupperware things I have.
And it's like the portions.
And then I just fucking serve myself, heat it up in the microwave, cook a couple shells in the oven, warm them up.
Now, when you go on the road, do you take your meal prep with you in your car, or do you fly, or you drive everywhere? Right?
I drive, and I eat like shit.
One
of the worst parts about being on the road is like, I meal prep at home.
Well,
I eat great at home. On the road, I eat like shit. I stop exercising.
I mean, it's kind of a self-induced excuse. No, you could shop at there's Walmarts in every city, right?
Dude, I drive all day long, and then I got a show.
So basically, your mindset's the last thing I want to do is grab some. Yeah.
This is the thing. Okay, on the road, you need food to be affordable, first of all, because you don't have a refrigerator. So you're eating whatever you need to be affordable, accessible, and healthy. You can get 2. You can't get all 3. You can go and get, affordable, healthy food, but it's hard to get. You have to go to grocery stores. That can be a lot. Sometimes you don't have time to go to a grocery store. You can't keep it fresh in your car. I don't have room for a cooler. I don't even have room for a cooler. Even if I did want to buy a cooler and then keep it full of ice all the time, like that's no longer accessible. Now it's a pain in the ass, dude. It is, trust me, dude. I do not like to eat hamburgers 3 times a day, but dude, man, you're out on the road for a couple weeks, dude, and you will have days where you eat fucking like McDonald's type of shit 3 times a day, and that's all you eat.
I feel it.
The most you can hope for is the places that I do have kitchens 99% of the time, and I always make them comp me the food. I always let me and my opener get something small off your menu. We're not going to order the steaks. Sometimes they do give us steaks, but the most you can hope for is that the place that you're going to eat has a decent kitchen and they're using decent ingredients to make something. You get a grilled chicken sandwich or something like that. But no, dude. I mean, it's like, on the days off, dude, go to Walmart, get a chicken salad thing or something. But it's always going to be like prepackaged.
Now, what kind of seasoning do you like season? Well, how do you cook your? Well, you get the grilled chicken, I'm assuming, right? You put you have like Montreal seasoning, Cajun seasoning. What's your favorites? What do you use?
The seasoning I use for ground chicken that I cook in it just in a pan. You just throw it in a pan and cook it, no oil or butter or anything like that. It just cooks out of its own fat. It's this stuff called chicken tinga. Tinga. It's like it's supposed to be like a spicy street chicken seasoning. It's not spicy at all. It's not spicy in the least bit. As is most stuff that white people call spicy. There's actually no spice. It's got like some black pepper.
I had my spice face. Do you remember back in 2021, everybody was doing the Packy One chip.
Oh, that's crazy shit.
And we had we were doing.
Have you ever eaten one of those?
Yeah, we did. We had 4 of us over here. I went on Amazon and bought 4 of them.
Content though. But it was fun.
Oh, it was me, Mayo, Don Shearer was here earlier in the chat. I think Tom was here. There's like 4 of us, and we all did it. Yeah, it was up until Chong. That was the most people had live was the Packy Chip show. I think 40-some people watching that show. It was ridiculous. Yeah, we did that. We did
hilarious, dude. Yeah, watching you guys scream and
world's hottest gumball. And there's like 4 different things we did.
Yeah,
and it's just
that's really funny. I think it's so funny to watch people eat hot stuff and suffer. It's
it's people suffering. It makes it funny.
Yeah.
I mean, it's,
yes.
But I mean, I'm retired from that. I can't fucking do it anymore. I
fuck your guts up too much.
Well, the next day in the bathroom was just so bad.
Was it really?
It's really death. It really.
Oh, it burns like fuck.
Yeah, it's horrible. And then the chip tastes. The hot stuff just doesn't taste good. It tastes like shit. Like they put no effort into the taste of the chip itself. It tastes like cardboard, and somebody just dumped a bunch of fucking hot capsaicin on it. It was horrible.
Yeah,
horrible taste, brother. Fuck. All right. We got some. Oh, somebody said Rosh, best Canadian band. Hey, if Nickelback. I forgot. I love Nickelback. Fuck. I changed my answer. Nickelback is a favorite. All right. Who's your favorite Canadian comedian?
Ooh, there's a lot of good Canadian comedians. I really like Jim Carrey a lot. He's an actor. He's Canadian.
What about Norm Macdonald? He was Canadian.
Of course, Norm Macdonald's amazing.
He's got to be my favorite.
All the kids in the hall are amazing.
Got to be my favorite. I mean, yeah, but I mean, any of the SNL guys, you know, Mike Myers.
Yeah, dude. I mean, Canada's loaded with good comedy talent.
But I got to have the guy I just said. Norm Macdonald is so fucking good. Yeah. I saw him in 2007. We were down in Phoenix with the air guard. I was down there for something, and we went and saw Norm Macdonald. He would just go on. It's great. It's such a great comedy. That's the guys I love that could just, you know, they're just. You could memorize jokes, and you could just be a funny motherfucker, Patrick. And some people are just funny motherfuckers. Norm Macdonald's like that. Yeah. Dave Chappelle's like that. It's just the guys who just get up there and anything they say. It might not be the funniest thing in the world, everything they say, but whatever they say might have a tinge of funniness. You're probably gonna laugh, but they're taking whatever the current thing is. Those are the people I just love doing. Those are the comics I love. Yeah. And I try to emulate.
It's about the energy that they have with the room, dude. They are like locked in with the vibe of the room. And then when you become like locked in with that, when you have fans that are on that level with you, everything you say is hilarious, dude, because they love you and you love them.
Oh, look at the Gary Cable guy, Larry the Cable Guy. He was what is he even doing now? He probably nothing. He probably doesn't do a show in years.
He does podcasts. He has a podcast on Sirius.
And that's the thing. That's another thing about this industry. That people, you got to be famous, and that's to say the barrier to entry. I could have on all the famous people in the world, and they're doing me a favor. At the end of the day, I'm no Larry the Cable Guy. I'm no, Kane the wrestler. I'm no, Norm Macdonald, whoever. I'm no famous guy. They can just turn on the mic. They got people to get them guests, and they'll just talk. Undertaker, Steve Austin, they both have their own shows. If you're a wrestler, you're going to do Joey Edible's show, who will get you, 30, 40 views. You're going to do a show with Stone Cold, and you'll get fucking 10,000 views. It's just common sense, and that's just a barrier, just how it is. And it's, and I'd like to say, and people like to be holistic about the shit. They're like, they promote everybody equally. They kind of don't. But at the end of the day, it's not their job to promote. I mean, who am I from Adam when it comes to these shows? I mean, there really is no topic. It's just me, people who like me. At the end of the day, I can't get YouTube to tell people to like me, and I can't make every show the best show ever, so you just do what you got to do.
Yeah, dude, you just got to keep producing good content for people.
Trailer Park. I never.
You have a decent little fan base, dude. I mean, there's been people here the entire time. I've done streams where there's been 0 fucking people the entire time, bro. So, I mean, this is not even bad, dude. I feel like when I log on, I'm going to have more subs and followers than I did when I started, and I'm going to feel great about that, dude.
The beauty about coming from this community, these guys, all these beautiful people in the chat. I've talked to every one of these people multiple times, and there'll be a quality sub for you. Like if you go live on your channel, you drop a clip, they'll give a like, they'll give a thumbs up.
It's awesome, dude.
That's just how it works. It's very symbiotic. It's we try to be authentic. I don't invite people out there who are going to talk shit. I don't invite people who are, because you can tell after you've talked to 1,000 people, 100 people, 100 whatever people. We realistically have been doing this every day since fucking lockdowns. Not every day, 3-4 times a week, probably. I mean, I'm on YouTube quite a bit. I really.
Dude.
So-
Yeah,
so, I mean, so
it
it's-
takes, dude, to build a following though. Dude.
It's-
You have to be there for them.
When you talk to people 100 times, a couple hundred times, you're gonna get to know people. You're gonna get to know trends. You get to know people before they even know themselves. You can tell in 2 seconds when people come up with shit to sell. You can. They'll come in the chat. No, hi, host, and say stupid shit. Like, no, you sit there and calm down. It's pretty much kind of a referral basis. Like, anybody comes in new, I mean, they're usually a friend of a friend. They've been on a show kind of thing. And you got to bring in somebody new. Hey, what's up? And then, you know, every now and then you say hi in their chat, you know, pick up one or two along the way. And it's a grind. It's a fun time, though. It really is. It's, I mean, like I said, 16 and down to 8. You might go back up, you might go back down. But, you know, it's you're bringing the heat. You're just giving them something that they like. And Wayne's World was my ultimate inspiration for all this. That's why originally I started on Fridays, why I went live at 9 something. This was the time Wayne's World was on. And it's just, man, it's cool. It's really cool.
Wayne's World. What do you mean?
Wayne's. You ever seen Wayne's World from back in the day? Wayne's World.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, that's the inspiration. That was originally.
Oh, when Wayne's World went on public access, like in the movie.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
and Wayne's World started out as a Saturday Night Live sketch.
Yes.
It was.
Yeah, or on SNL. Yeah.
Yeah, but it was always Fridays at 9:30. It's time for Wayne's World.
Okay.
World Channel 19. So that's why I did. That was a big because I was just obsessed with Wayne's World. Because it came out. They always say that your favorite Saturday Night Live time is when you were in high school. And
Yes.
that's so true. Because like Wayne's World is just
Same with your favorite music, your favorite outfits, your fashion, all that shit just freezes, dude. Like from
right. We were in
whatever
high
the
school,
best
right?
time of your life was.
And it's weird
Or
because
it's like,
like
when you're like coming of age, though, dude. It's like when you start to get interested in girls and smoking pot and hanging out and being cool.
my shit was so delayed. 'Cause, like I'm arguably entering my peak now. Because like I was whatever back in the day, I was just drunk and just doing whatever. Now it's like, yeah, if I got the ability to just, I mean, I have the 420 show. I just cut on the camera and I was up to 31 people, just me talking to the camera.
Amazing, dude.
That's crazy to think about. That just me talking to the camera, smoking some weed here, and there's 30 some people watching. It's mind-boggling to think about, really. I mean, think about a room, 30 people. Sometimes there's a lot of people in the room. Imagine 30 people in this room.
Yeah.
That's a lot of fucking people. The most I've had here is like 10 to 15, 12. If I didn't have like the family and the wife goes bed early and all that shit, I could really have more of a party-ish atmosphere. But like,
This is a fire fucking little studio, dude. Like, this is a cool place. So.
climate control, bro. I got an AC unit. This thing is year round, brother.
Yes, dude.
Year round. It's beautiful. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, you don't have a cat out there. Well, I mean, it's like I don't have the smell of cat litter, which is great. I don't have the smell of.
Smell like a cat in here.
There's no bathroom, so I don't have the smell of pee. You know, I got I can smell like weed, and there's no the people over there just sold the house. The people to that way, to the west of this, they just sold the house, and there's nobody in there right now. So I don't know if they're getting ready to Airbnb it or what, but it's like I could crank music up to 1 million in here, fucking smoke. And this is like the eternal fucking high school lair right here. This is like
dude.
what everybody wants. It's
dude.
great, dude.
Yeah.
It's fucking insane, man. I fucking love it. I love it. Well, they always say what you wanted in high school. I mean, who knows? But like, I'm living my Wayne's World 24 hours a day if I wanted to. I mean,
Fuck yeah, you are, dude. That's what being a grown up is all about, dude. Getting to fucking hang out and fuck around.
exactly.
That's why you work hard, dude, so that you can do this.
I
Shit.
did my 20 years in the guard. I mean, I'm not saying I worked hard the entire time, but you know, I did some stuff. I actually did go to the desert. You know, I was there in the desert. I couldn't help that there wasn't much going on. I mean, the war was ending. What do you want? What kind of a war was it anyways? You know, it was just filling a slot, you know?
All right.
Shit. I got a lot of benefits out of that though, man. That little 5-month stint we did to Iraq, I got me so many benefits.
There you go, dude.
Because it fucking expanded the GI Bill,
You served your country, dude. We appreciate that.
qualified
shit.
for the post 9/11 GI Bill, got some GA disability benefits and all that shit. It worked out, brother. That shit worked. Yeah, did you ever think about the
Risk
service?
your life for that shit. No, I did not, dude. I am not cut out for that shit, dude. That's just not.
Was
where
it
my
just your
mind's at.
personality? Just you're not trying to listen to people like that?
Correct.
Okay, I feel it. That's usually the
I'm
number
not
one
an
thing.
aggressive person, dude. I don't like.
Someone gets in your face, you're not trying to feel that shit, right? That's usually how it is, right?
Yeah. I have a lot of beta personality traits, dude. So, you know, I'm not, but dude, honestly, especially now as an adult looking back on it, I respect it a lot, dude, and things. It's I mean, it gives you a lot of structure, dude, and discipline. And I think it's probably would have been good for me.
I would have probably.
You get healthy, you get in shape, you get build all this muscle that you get to probably.
I slacked. And it's weird because, like, I kind of get in shape, I guess, a little bit, but it's not like
when you were in the fucking service, you did.
I mean, I was guard, so I didn't really have like 4 years away or anything. Like, I did basic training, and I came back. You know what I mean? Basic training tech school, and I came back. So it's
Okay.
like, so it's like when I was losing weight to get into basic training, I like.
But you went to Iraq, you said.
Yeah, and I lost a lot of weight in Iraq. I did
bet
lose some
you
weight over there
did.
because there's nothing to do, so you just fucking worked out. I lost like 50,
Right.
50 pounds when I was over there. But man, once I came back that whole summer of 2011, I was just fucking
Drinking and fucking around.
fucking eat. Dude, I had a fucking 300. It was $250 or $300 bar tab at the bar in Baltimore that first night. I couldn't even remember it. And I told the guy, I was like, "Hey man, we got to go downtown. Let's go," because I wanted to still party. And the guy drove me downtown. And I was passed out in the backseat. I was like, "You got to take me home, bro. I can't move." And then the plane left at like 6 in the morning to come back to Cleveland.
Jesus.
And I was yakking on the fucking what's not Uber, but the shuttle back to the airport. I was
Right.
fucking yakking in the thing. And then I get to Cleveland finally. I yacked on the plane too, get to Cleveland. And I completely ruined the coming home thing that came out all set up because I just fucking slapped out the pants. I was fucking
That
done.
coming home party for you, dude, and you were fucking.
Well, she didn't have really like a party, but she wanted,
Right.
you know, she had to set up and everything else. And I was just like, yeah, but it was whatever. It's fine. She made me laugh though. That was, God, it's hard to believe that was fucking 14 years ago now. Because we were the unit that relieved us. They closed down the base. Because that's when they designated the war to end in 2011. So we were the second to last unit. And the guys that, so like all the so like we saw all the stuff leave. They had like a Burger King and like a bunch of other random shit over there was starting to leave as we were there.
Oh, that's wild, dude.
Yeah, right at the peak was fucking. They had a lot of shit over like the 08, 09, right at the peak of that stuff. They had a lot of stuff over there. Iraq was so many troops over there.
Right.
So many. The one that I think it was Shorzy, I had him do a cameo for one of my grandsons. I think it was God, I'd have to look it up because that was 5 years ago. I'll have to remember. Canada has a great military. We had a mall that had more submarines than the entire military. Where's Angie? Angie she was here earlier. Angie was popping earlier.
All right, brother. I do got to get
You
going.
take off. I figured as much, man, brother. All right, well, it's been an honor.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right, definitely, yeah. So check them out on YouTube. All the links are up there earlier. YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, whatever you guys got. Patrick Madison Comedy on everything, man.
Thank you guys so
Have
much
fun.
for checking me out.
And if he's touring the Midwest, so go on the thing, check the list for the Double Chuckle Comedy Tour. Find out if he's coming to a city near you in the Midwest, and he'll have a good time. He's a good dude.
Thank you, bro.
All right, Patrick. We'll see you, buddy.
Real quick before I go.
Oh yeah, totally. Man, walk inside.
I hate to interrupt.
All right.
Are you going to continue streaming?
Would you guys want to keep going live? We can keep going live if we got some people who want to party. I'd have to I gotta show Patrick where the bathroom is real quick, but Angie I don't know where Angie was. If you guys want to keep going, we can go live for now for a little bit. Unless I shouldn't have I should have seen who was going live. I'll tell you what, if I come back and there's some people in the basement, we'll keep going. I gotta see who else is live. But let me walk Patrick to the bathroom and send him on his way here. Back to the Akron. We didn't get to talk about LeBron James.
Is Dave Drew somebody who's following?
Yeah, I think he said the thing, he just started following you.
Yeah, dude, he's got 228,000 followers. That's amazing.
Nice.
Damn, he's only following 41 people. I feel fucking honored, dude.
Yeah. Let me see if I got any emails from him. Yeah, if any guys out there want to come party, man, let me know. We'll kick it.
Awesome. Dude.
So I'll keep that live for a little bit, guys. I'll be back in like 2 minutes. All right, we're back. Hold on. There's somebody here. We'll kick it. If not, we'll just call it a day. Oh, we got nobody left. He was just talking, Dave. He was just talking about you. See, he's going to. Well, I'll talk to you guys later, man. We will see you. What we got? I'm trying to think who's coming up. Fucking hell. Is there anybody live now besides me? I don't know who else is live. I think Buddy was live. All right, I'll just go join Buddy Biggs. I think. Is he taking callers? I don't go live with somebody who's not going to be fucking on a panel or anything. Oh, Kent Beer Reviews live. All right, everybody go to Craig's channel. I'm going to go to Craig's. All right, well, I'll let you guys.